For a long time I've been going to a lot of events, just big concerts and everything, but you know what, like Urban Soul is so different.
I wanted to help people, you know, because being a Christian and all, it's good to get out there and try to do what Jesus done, and it's hard to do that on your own.
I'd see Urban Soul as probably the best expression I've seen of church.
It's a big event, but you're going out and helping the community.
This generation wants to be part and parcel of the deal. They want to be the church, the arms and the legs of the church.
So you're getting to live out your faith instead of just sitting in church. My job probably started a couple of months ago, trying to source projects for Urban Soul to undertake.
And so when we heard that Urban Soul would come in and do the preparatory work, we were delighted.
What we're doing here today is we're planting 3 community gardens.
I was nervous going in. I didn't know how the people would act. Like just seeing a bunch of teenagers in reflective coats walking in and helping out.
I went to the old folks' home and we were gardening for them. They insisted on making us tea and stuff, so we had a chat with them as well. So it was good talking to them and just seeing smiles on their faces.
They just absolutely like took us in and like made us sit down and have tea with them.
You come together as a group, you have a devotional time in the morning.
Oh, I love the sessions because it's a time to get connected with God.
Worship's kind of the fuel for just life in general, you know?
This morning I had an opportunity to lead the guys here before they went out onto the streets. And what I do is I play loops, I play some contemporary music, I play some music I've written myself. Just use that to focus people on God and to create a comfortable space where people feel like they can connect and hear God.
Then you get to go out and serve and give from what God has done in your life and serve the community and serve other people.
The morning one is relaxing, the evening one isn't really, but it's deadly just to jump up and down and just praise, you know, and it's really good. I really enjoy them. They do help a lot and they give you a lot of encouragement as well.
You can go kind of perform these acts, but there's really no heart behind it. I think worship kind of, I believe, is sort of the fuel for that, where it reconnects people that are going out on the mission to the reasons why and who they're doing this for and who they're doing it with and that kind of thing.
Well, the people on my team, I've met like different people. They're not just from Ireland, they're from the States, and there's a couple of people from England. So I mean, there's different cultures within the group, and it's been really cool kind of getting to know them. And
just talking to this old person, she was sitting at the door and she couldn't walk because she has arthritis in her feet. I spent like about 20 minutes or half an hour talking to her, and it was just really nice. Like I got to know her and stuff. So yeah, that's made my day totally.
I just think going to church is over, you know, in the sense of like it's an event on a Sunday and we all go to it on a Sunday and then hey, we live however we like the rest of the week. You know, people are tired of that hypocrisy.
It's definitely affected my faith. Like all through the Bible we see like Jesus going out and helping the community and helping people who need to be helped.
We've got to be the heartbeat. It's about being the church. It's about being the community.
And then I went over and talked to her, and she was really happy. And it just, I was happy to see the smile on her face, you know.
We went out today and we just weeded a garden, and I could tell it just meant so much to those people. And I was just like, why don't we do this more often? Like, why aren't we being more like who Jesus was?
Francis of Assisi made a statement. He said to preach the gospel at all times and use words when necessary.
When I was out earlier and seeing the projects, you could really see that they were carrying the joy of God into that place. They were carrying the happiness, the excitement, the smile of God. And people were responding to that.
Just like trying to say to all of these young people, you know, this is not a 4-day event. This is the essence of the kingdom. We're not doing something new here. We're just reinventing the old.
Today I was out in the community, and it's kind of just shown me that, you know, church just isn't a building where you go every Sunday. Like it's it's absolutely everywhere. And
I don't think there's ever been a generation more empowered than the current generation.
Just to go out and just do stuff, like to talk to people that I wouldn't have talked to before, because I wouldn't usually talk to older people.
Our neighbour is an elderly woman and she's living on her own. And before I would just knock in and say hello and how are you doing. After Urban Soul last year, I went in and painted their house, and our relationship with my neighbour now has just grown.
Carrying the grace of God, not being judgmental, and not being sometimes the church that's love to tell people how wrong they've got it.
I know we're going out and just painting and cleaning, but what we're doing is just loving people and loving the situations they're in, just seeing what we can do, and that just makes so much sense to me now.
That's the things I'm hoping are going to burn deep within these young people, that resonates with them, that they then carry that from here as a springboard into, like, you know, their communities and their lives.
And it's been an absolute privilege helping people.
Questions come. What is that to? No matter what's new.